This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
Where we want to educate you about our market, empower you to make wise decisions, and help you engage with our expert contributors. The recent ruling that changed the net metering rules here in Southern Nevada has brought back solar. Solar is back in the valley, but since it's come back, we're seeing the jobs for solar come back as well. And we're over 6,500 jobs. Again, this was an article in the RJ recently by Bailey Schultz, and what it talks about is the idea that solar's back. And what we're seeing is Nevada's picked up the pace with renewable energy projects, says Jeremy Aguero. We know Jeremy. He's the principal analyst at Applied Analysis. And we've seen more and more growth in renewable energy here in Southern Nevada than we have in a very, very long time. And Nevada has become a very forward-thinking state with regard to this all of a sudden. Nevada is much friendlier than most states, even California. We don't have coal reserves. We don't have oil refineries or gas refineries. We have solar and wind. Those are the things we want going forward. Those are renewable energy sources. We are in a unique position of being in a state where we have 300 plus days of sunshine. Not that that's necessarily that critical to solar energy, but it's helpful. And we have wind. We have a lot of wind here. When we talk about solar here in Southern Nevada, we talk about the idea that one of the big concerns with solar was this, is that people who could afford it would cause those who couldn't to pay a lot more
for power,
for energy.
Yeah, for energy. Because
if I'm not buying it and the NV Energy's got to make their quota, they're going to have to charge the people who can't afford solar. They're going to charge them more money. Well, I think that there's some falsehoods to that, but ultimately that's the big concern, and I understand that concern because for those of us who can afford solar, to impact those who can't negatively is not something we want. We don't necessarily want those who can't afford solar to have to pay more for their electricity. So I think we have to be cautious and careful about that. The next thing I want to talk about today was an article I saw in the RJ that was taken out of House Calls by Edith Lank from creators.com. And the title of the article is Real Estate Agents Have Fiduciary Responsibilities to Clients. So we're taught in real estate school that we have, when we have somebody that we is our client, and there's a difference between a client and a customer. A client is somebody I have a fiduciary responsibility to. That's my client, the seller, or perhaps the buyer in a real estate transaction. The person on the other side of that equation, the person I'm not representing, the person who hopefully is represented by another agent, and if not, they're representing themselves, they are not my client. They're a customer. They're simply a customer. So I don't have the same fiduciary responsibility to them. Fiduciary means I have to look out for your financial interest.
Your interest or your best interest also.
Yeah, I have to look after your financial best interest. I can't give something away I shouldn't give away.
Right. Information.
Right.
Like that. Yes.
Right. As a listing agent, I shouldn't say to the buyer, "Oh, my seller will go to this number." Yeah, I know we're listed at $150,000, but I know they'll take $140,000.
Right.
I should never do that.
Because then you just damage the seller.
Yeah, I just hurt the seller.
Yeah.
Whether or not the home is worth $140,000 or $150,000 is irrelevant. It's not relevant. What's relevant is I just damaged my seller by saying that they would take less than they're asking.
This has been Las Vegas Real Estate Now. Thanks for listening. And remember to tune in every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on 101.5 FM, 720 a.m. KDAWN.